Brought to you by the No Despawn mod. Well, because if this was vanilla, as soon as they would run out their timer and get stuck in this traffic jam, as soon as they stop, they would despawn. But because I'm running the No Despawn mod, the only time they're really going to despawn is if they feel that they're stuck, like if they've been sitting stationary for too long. I'm assessing the traffic jam here, like what is my biggest problem here? This is that town where I cleaned the bay of dirty water by feeding the industrial area. Or giving it to or running it through the industrial area. And then, well, you knew I was coming back here, didn't you? And this is one of the very common mistakes that people make when they build a new city or build a city. Especially if you're new. This double one-way road has so many whammies against it that there's this short road which is causing vehicles just to drip through one at a time. Oh, did you see that? It was sitting there too long. One-way road going into a traffic light. They have the light, a specialty light. And when they don't have the light, the cross traffic gets the light. And then when they're done with the light, the road across the one-way has the light. So essentially, your red light is longer here. And if it's broken, in which specialty lights can be broken, who knows what they do. Like, watch this. They get the light. Then right afterwards, across from the one-way, she get the light. But one vehicle goes through, and then they went through. So this light's broken. So along with the dripping, they'll never get to where they're going. Never. That over there is the industry. So that's kind of like a main road in and out. Well, I'm going to make it a main road in. And that's the main road. Oh, check that out. Have you ever seen a brownout? I'm looking over here thinking, is it because there's no hydro lines here? But they're not far enough away where they need lines. Let me show you this. Literally, a little puddle in the middle. Oh, I see it now. I see why it's doing that. Well, mainly because these guys have run out of power, or run out of fuel. Well, they're being compensated. I guess a whole bunch of garbages just showed up. Maybe that's what it was. The incinerators are running low because there's too many of them. I don't know. It's not the issue, right? I mean, if those had fuel, then we would have seen that. So we need to fix this. The main problem is this whole roadway. Well, the slip, that wasn't doing much. But these two roads, what I'd like to do is merge them into one. Right? Like take the 2 lanes of the 2 lanes of the highway, 3 lanes apiece. I'm going to leave these stubs because that's what would be there in vanilla. So 3 lanes apiece. Now I'm looking to where I'm going to put a Y connection and join it to a 6th lane. And then I got to take that 6th lane and I want to join it to that intersection. But I don't need a 6th lane because there's only 2 lanes, 2 destinations out. So I only need like a 4. Like two lanes aside. So I kind of want to drop this in the middle in between so I can get a nice looking V that, heads out to the highways or comes in from the highways, for the ramps. Oh, the intersection's over there. Because that's a main street. That's what I was showing you before I got squirreled with the brownout. That's going to be a main street. So the intersection should be there. Of all the road pieces I use this one the least. It always breaks on me. That line center is supposed to be a left-hand turn lane. Yeah. A lot of times it doesn't work that way. So, enough with getting squirreled. I need to come off that intersection. So this is going to look really ugly before it looks anything else. So, just like grand old style here, I'm going to make it look ugly, but it's going to work. Maybe a little longer. Yeah. That's coming off the intersection, and this is the highway stubs. So I'm doing it this way so that vanilla people, or you people playing vanilla, can follow along and understand what I'm doing. I'm essentially just moving these and turning them into a street so that when they meet the intersection, there's less slow roads to deal with. We're going to deal with I think the road going to the industry, because there's going to be a lot of traffic there, and since this interchange, or this interchange is going to have to handle city traffic and industrial traffic. I don't know if it's going to do that. Maybe I should give industry an escape. But that's okay. Let's get this started. Yeah, I think I should give it an escape. All right, because that's going to be a lot of trucks that are going to have to right turn at the intersection. Yeah, see them lining up? And the bigger the vehicle, the slower the acceleration rate. So, you really don't want to do that to your trucks if you don't have to. Especially your industry, especially if they're exporting, heading out to the highway. So I'm going to give them a temporary ramp out. The reason it's temporary is right now I can see it's too close to the other intersection. Trying to make it turn nice, but no, it doesn't want to. So temporarily we're going to put it there. And I'm hoping that most of, if not all of the, commercial, look at that. All the industrial trucks that are exporting are going to take that road instead of this intersection. Because I would like to make this intersection as a main input for industry for one, but keep some lanes for this commercial row and the residential, for city use. All right. So basically, what I'm doing here is I'm going to build a custom intersection. Well, all intersections are sort of custom. They may look the same, but they only handle specific traffic, right? All right, so what I did there is I needed more lanes to go left so that when they come off the highway and sit up at the light, that they'll start using both lanes instead of just the one, because it was just one left and one right, or one through. All right, so we're building lanes. So we've got 2-3 lanes over there. They like that idea. They want me to grow that street. Oh yeah, I guess so, because commercial could be to the right, industry to the left, industry straight through. So it could be. Okay, here, I'm thinking, because of what they're doing back here, yeah, they want both lanes. I'm going to give them more lanes, but at the same time, I got to remember I only need 2 lanes going out. So I'm going to try to, is it that one? 2, 3? Yeah. I think, yeah, there's a DLC one instead of a workshop. People are so sensitive about network extensions. I don't know why. Well, because it conflicts with other mods, I guess. Now, but I've never had an issue with it. So now we got 3 lanes going. So 2 of them could be dedicated left. Actually, I wasn't paying attention to the arrows. And that one right-hand lane, I think that's going to be, oh, they're using it for left turns too. Well, I just plopped it there. It's a dedicated right, so I only have 2 lanes. 1 lane going left. I think the center lane handles going through. Do I need that street? Yeah, I should dead end this street. Give them as much room as possible to gather at that intersection too. Dead end it there. Oh, there's a bus stop. What I'd like to do is see that bus stop. I'd like to take it off that street because that's a main street. Maybe tuck it around the corner? You know what I mean? Trying to figure out how much of a mess am I going to make by putting it right there. And not too much. I don't overlap too much. Oh, but they didn't like it out here. Do you see that? Should I give them a stop? There's no other stop here. I could put it there or put it there. So I think it there, that's where it's going to go. Okay, they were pleased I did that. All right, let's get back to intersection building. All right, so we dead-ended that road. That means more can collect here without care. We got one lane apiece, one left, one right, one through. Here, and well, they're using, are they still using that one to go left with? Let me see. Nope. Okay, so they're using 2 lanes here to go left. That's working. It's too close to this intersection, though, so I'm kind of thinking maybe what I would like to do is discourage them from using this road here for another route. And while I think over if that's a good idea or not, because they seem to like that part of the intersection, right? They like what I've done there. But I think that little chunk of road with the exit road is just too busy right there. Or it can be. If this starts pouring through big time, then this traffic trying to get to the highway either is going to get stopped or they're going to stop the traffic trying to get out of this intersection. Right? You know what I mean? Congestion's starting to move down here. So yeah, I'm going to think that for a while. Still not really happy with this. That there's only 1 lane going through and they're switching. Once they make that turn, they're good. So that was a 4 lane? Yeah, no, I want a 3 lane. Well, that seemed more helpful. Instead of having it pinched like that. So it's going to be 2 fuller lanes going left? Definitely. Well, we're getting there. We're getting more vehicles to come through. That's starting to move faster, I guess. Well, I mean, where does it end? Look at that. It's down to there now. See that? So it's at that interchange. Well, backing up on that interchange now. But it is moving. So we're doing good. So, I mean, I would think that I could leave it like this, as horrendous as that is, but that will clear up after a while. Because if that all that backup is cleaned up until that intersection or interchange, then eventually it's going to make its way here and this should iron out. But this is really a little congestive. I got to think about going across. So give them more laneways. Oh, they like that straightaway. How far do I got to push this? Oh, there's a bus stop, so I don't want to do that. Because that 2-lane, 4-lane road, that tight 4-lane road, a bus will stop on it, but it'll stop all traffic around it. Okay. So for the most part, this is fixed, but I'm not happy with this. For me, the more vehicles that go through a light, the better. Is that 4-3? So that'd be 2 left, 2 forward, and 1 right? Yeah, 2 left, 2 forward, and 1 right. Bring that out so that I can update that piece too. And there we are. So that's 3 and 4. They are using all 4 lanes now. But I mean, I just changed it, so they're still trying to find their way around here. Only one main lane going through. See, that's what my problem is. I gotta fix that. Okay, so they're not circling back onto the highway, but they are trying to get into the industry. So if I made this more of a main street, you know what I mean? I could get the traffic to go deeper into the industry before they start doing their right and left. But at the same time, I gotta... That exit. I gotta move that exit. So. It is getting smaller. Right? Ever so slowly, but it is happening. So the traffic jam is pretty much done. We just gotta let it go through. But I can't leave well enough alone. What can I do here? I do think 4-laning that maybe? But that'll put a 3 on the other side. But then it goes down to a 2. Well, it goes down to a 2 anyways. I just don't like adding lanes where I don't have to. But at the same time, dead lanes like that, they're great for emergency vehicles. And what I mean dead lane is we've got 3 lanes going into a 2, so one's a dead lane. They only want to use 2 lanes there. I think they're trying to say that the 3 lanes were perfect. Oh, that'd be helpful. That's running a lot better already. Look at all the garbage trucks. Look at them all. Look at that back up there. Yeah, they like that. There's still only 2 lanes going through. This should be all but done pretty soon. Oh yeah, that's collapsing pretty quick. So basically what that means is that intersection is handling more volume than what is approaching it, which means this backup is dissipating. Until I said that. No, okay, good. Oh, okay, so now they're sort of using 4 lanes. Actually, no, he used it to change lanes into. There's still a lot of... Oh, no, they're going out for the exit. Oh, you see this? They're turning right, they're trying to turn left. Causing a bottleneck? Yeah, that's what I need to do. Put a street out there. And then detract or yeah, turn that to 50 or 60. I don't need it to be 60, but we're going to try it at 60. And then turn this down to 30. Actually, maybe I'll use network extensions so it's not a dirt road. There. Alright, so now, hopefully, this is what I hope hopefully is going to happen. There are going to be traffic that will use that road, but hopefully they'll come out here and use that instead to go for the highway, instead of using that little dirt road blocking most of the traffic here. pump this up. Make it more of a quick route rather than taking that little road. Because they will backtrack. If it's quick for them, why wouldn't they backtrack? I think I might have to work with that intersection too a little bit. I should almost take that right out. Oh, this traffic sees that as a shortcut to get to the highway. Oh, I see. Well, the backup's gone. They're using the 4-lane a whole lot nicer now. 3 lanes left. Oh, that's good. That's what I wanted. But this. Yeah, does not look better. Mind you, that'd be a nasty connection because these are the stubs, right? So these are the vanilla stubs I didn't want to touch. But unfortunately, I think the only way through this is to use Move It. Because that's a really tight bend. Mind you, it could be a tight bend. I mean, there's no reason why it needs to be a fast bend. As long as it's easier for them, right? So they can come down this road. So it makes sense to have the exit come off of that one. Oh, I see. The other ones are one way. That's interesting. So instead of having the highway exit out there, or the exit to the highway out there, I'm going to do it here. Trying to think of something, because I know I need a S bend to go from here into there, so that it goes into it correctly instead of at a 90-degree angle. Yeah. Move it to the rescue. So let's kind of make this look like something. My goodness. There we go. Doesn't have to be so drastic. Smoothing that out just a wee bit. Okay, so instead of that intersection getting a lot of cross traffic now, I think what's going to happen is they're going to go up there a little bit and then come back. And again, it's going to take them a while to get that going. But here we are. So essentially we took a highway exchange system that was 2 different roads, combined it into one, pulled it into an intersection, made 2 specialty intersections, this one and the main one, kind of solidified the fact that that's going to be a main road, and we really didn't touch the other road going into town, like going down that commercial or the residential. We didn't need to. Basically at 20 or 30,000, we went from 27 to 30,000. I guess at this population, the only real traffic that's using this highway is the industry, right? Highway looks busy, but not congested. And we got a little bit of a backup there and there, but those are tiny problems. Anyways, let's see where we go next. Ciao for now. Have fun with City Skylines.